Hello everyone, you're welcome to this channel once again. Today we have another question from the ergonomic point of view. Now let's read to the following question. What is the condition to coincide streamline, streakline, and pathline in a flow field? Once again, what is the condition or the criteria to coincide the streamline, streakline, and pathline in a flow field? Today we have this another question from the theory or knowledge base angle. Now we are to state the condition in this question for streamline, streakline, and pathline in a flow to coincide. Obviously, in a flow field, the condition for streamline, streakline, pathline to coincide is when the flow is steady. That is, when the flow is on steady state. So therefore, the condition for streakline, streamline, pathline flow field to coincide is when the flow is steady. And don't let us forget that streamline is a line that is everywhere tangent to instantaneous velocity vector of the flow at a given instant. Streamline represents the instantaneous direction of flow at different points in the flow field. On the other side, streakline. Streakline is the path traced out by a fluid particle as it moves through the flow field over a certain time duration. It also requires or represents the trajectory followed by specific fluid particles over time. And the last but the least, which is pathline. Pathline is the actual path traced out by a specific fluid particle in a flow field. It represents the trajectory followed by a specific fluid particle from its initial position to its final position. So therefore, for all these three particular properties to coincide, when the flow is steady, it means that the flow property, such as the velocity and the pressure, do not change with time. In a steady flow, the velocity vector at any given point in flow field remain constant. So in a steady flow, the streamline, streakline, and pathline coincide because the instantaneous velocity vector and the velocity trajectory over time and the actual particle trajectory are the same at any given point in the flow field. On the other hand, in the unsteady flows, the flow property vary with times, that is, they change with times, and the streamline, streakline, and pathline will not coincide as a result of this. So the difference between this arises because the fluid particles are continuously being displaced and the velocity vectors at specific location change with time. So in conclusion, the condition for streamline and the streakline pathline to coincide in a flow field is when the flow is steady, as stated. Meaning that the flow property remains constant. That is, the instantaneous velocity and the pressure remain constant. Thank you for staying tuned.